Hello Libra, and welcome to you and any cross watchers to your January extra reading. Okay, so for these extra readings I do like to pull a number and also a year. Okay, so let's get on with the reading. So we have the year 1950. So any of you guys, any of you Libras or cross watchers, if you know someone that's born under this year and is the sign of Libra, then of course you are very welcome. So let's have a look. Okay, so before I begin, let's just say, of course, my name's Jackie and my channel's Romany Tarot. Yeah, and a Happy New Year, of course. Okay, so we have the year of the tiger, 1950. And this is the metal tiger. So just for those of you that are wondering, so we do have 1950. So this, the year of the tiger, falls between the 17th of February, 1950 to the 5th of February, 1951. Okay, so let's have a look at the tiger first. There we go. There's the tiger. This one here. So this one says, for expressing opinions, this roaring tiger is the worst or best of them all. Very ambitious, it can be a bit ruthless when it comes to its career. Don't stand in the way of a metal tiger and never invest in any of its schemes. This is a tiger for whom the word diplomacy does simply not exist. Okay, sounds a little bit harsh, but it means that basically when it comes to your work, your money and stuff like that, you know, no one's going to hold you back, all right? So that's how I'm feeling with that one. And if we look at the general characteristics here of the tiger, we could be looking at somebody who is rash, impulsive, dynamic, someone who finds it hard to keep still, as I say, a little bit bold and reckless. It could be the hero. So they say the hero, so someone who will fight any injustice, very charming, persuasive, daring, clingy, even if a little foolish. All right. So that's a rough description of the tiger. Okay, so this is for you Libras, 1950, born under the year of the tiger. Okay, next we have this number 22, which says intuition on it. Okay, so if we add that up, 2 and 2 is 4. So I'm working on your numbers. So if you are, as I say, maybe a life path 4, but your number, this is the character. So we're looking at the character of the number 4. Okay, so this number falls, so I'd say if you was born on the 4th of October, the 13th of October, or possibly the 22nd of October, and then we would be looking at the 31st of September. Okay, so they all cover this number, the number 4. Okay, so let's have a little read about the number 4. Viewing things from an opposite angle does the number 4 people. Okay, to everyone else. So viewing things from an opposite angle to everyone else would always take the opposite side. Okay, sometimes bringing in opposition. Okay, and possibly because of this confrontation, or you sort of really sort of putting your point across here, this can bring about sometimes enemies, secret enemies that work against you. Also, they reverse the order of things, okay, so they can make up things as they go along, making their own rules, as I say, as they go along. But they do tend to, the number 4 in general tends to rebel against rules and regulations. So very unconventional in their views and opinions, and sometimes very highly strung and sensitive, all right? So this just simply means, so if for you, for example, for you guys, maybe try to guard against jumping to conclusions or feeling personally attacked. Okay. So maybe if someone says something that triggers you, so before taking something to heart, calmly ask what exactly they meant. Maybe that will help. And what they meant by the words they said, okay, that made you feel triggered in some way. All right, so that's just a little bit there about the number 4 character, people. Okay, let's move on. So that is that description there. Okay, let's have a look at the moon. So the moon in Libra, or Libra moons, or the moon in Libra, this is extremes with esteem. So this can be good or bad. Okay, so what I'm trying to figure out here, because first of all, just generally, when I see the, I'd say when I see the devil, yeah, when I see the devil in any reading, it makes me feel that someone is allowing someone or something to take control or complete control over their lives. All right, so we have to think about this. So is it an addiction? Is it an obsession? So what is it? Okay, you feel trapped or controlled. Okay, what is it you feel trapped and controlled by? So we're looking at, if we look at these cards here, these are the January cards. So depending on how many readings I do for these extras, these cards will always be in the reading just for January. Okay, so we have the 2 of coins, the 3 of coins, the 4 of coins, and we have the star and the devil. All right. So next, we're going to just take a little look at the, you also have the 8th house here. Okay, so the 8th house we know is about shared resources of, sometimes it covers the house of the resources of the deceased. And this is the transformational area of your life, and it's about shared resources and intense emotions. All right. So let's have a look. So other people's money, resources, especially your partners. As I said, death of the good, or death of and goods of the deceased. Okay, it also covers conception, birth, decay, and symbolic death. All right, rules the unconscious, the hidden, what we don't speak about, the taboo, the invisible, and the sixth sense. All right, so that house covers that, and probably a lot more as well. So let's move on. Okay, let's just have a look at your sign, because as I said in the last reading I done, I do come across people that don't even know their zodiac signs. So, you know, there are people that say, oh, yeah, what sign am I? And I find it quite, because I'm into all this, I find it quite strange sometimes that certain people don't really take note of anything like that, you know, signs and anything to do with astrology, and nothing at all like that. So just for those of you that may be tuning in and thinking, oh yeah, you know, what sign am I, sort of thing. So we'll just have a look. Libra, the month it covers, of course, it usually covers the month of October, the end of September into sort of October. So we're looking at the 23rd of September to the 23rd of October. Okay, that varies sometimes, so you can be a cusper. Some say it's between September the 22nd to October the 21st, you know, but I feel very strongly, knowing a couple of people personally that were born on the 22nd of September, and very prominent Virgo. But for some of you it might be different. All right. So, okay, so we've covered that. Let's see what else we're covering. So we do have the moon, emotions, instincts, okay, and needs. And as we say, we have these 3 cards here. So we could be looking at what you're working here with the the Three of Coins. Let's start with the Three of Coins. So what are you working on? Okay, so we're looking at what you're working on. And what are you saving with the Four of Coins? What are you saving? What are you accumulating? Okay. Or what are you saving for, or what are you accumulating with your money and your finances? All right. So the Two of Coins reflecting here with the Devil. Okay, so we need to maybe ask ourselves about something here. Okay, about where do we draw the line in some aspect of our lives? All right, and where does it stop? Okay, I'll sort of explain that as I go along. So you're achieving what you set out to do. Okay, so you're achieving what you set out to do, or you've achieved what you've set out to do, or what you've wished for. Okay, with that Star card, what you've hoped for, what you've wished for. Okay, something has maybe something has become beyond obsession here. Okay, with these coins and this Devil card, but what is it? We don't know quite yet what it is. All right, and we're going to have a look at the tarot and try and figure out what is happening for you at the moment. Remembering as well the year 1950. So we're looking at somebody in their early 70s and maybe in retirement or maybe not. As I say, not everyone retires at the retirement age. So we could be still working on working or doing something for, you know, extra money, extra income, a side interest, a side job, maybe a couple of things. These it could be hobbies that bring in money. But somebody who is usually like the Three of Coins here with this deck, we have the moon, not the moon, we have Mars in Capricorn here. We have Jupiter in Capricorn, we have the Sun in Capricorn. So this is all positive stuff. With with Mars in Capricorn, this is very, very hard working energy. This is someone who really puts their sort of really puts in like the elbow grease. All right, and really sort of works very hard. Okay, so this is about you sort of with the Two of Coins. This could also be, of course, it's a card of balance. It's a card of work and play. And it's also, because it's reflecting the Devil, it's also about taking things in moderation as well. You know, doing things equally in moderation and not sort of doing too much of one thing and not enough of the other, or vice versa. Okay, so now let's have a look. Okay, so now I've got that out of the way, we're going to pull some tarot and just see what's happening here for you. But what I'm trying to work out here, because when I pulled these cards, when these cards come over for you, I'm thinking about, okay, we've got to look at, you know, we may be looking at a question. Are you a good person? Are you a bad person? Are you the hero or are you the villain? All right. And this could be something that is sort of happened, you know, gradually through your life. Okay. So we've possibly come up in life. But it's about how we come up in life. So what means have you done to sort of make this sort of stable, for some of you, this stable life? I do get I am picking up with this energy. I do pick up law. I pick up politics. I pick up the armed forces. I pick up all that sort of energy here. All right. Of course, energies here as well. Of course, with January, we do have Capricorn here. So that covers a lot of the energy for this month. And we have the star, so we have Aquarian energy here as well. So let me see what's happening. You know, what's going on here. Let's pull some tarot. let's just have a look at my little notes. Just have a look at my little notes here before I get the tarot out. So, yeah, tiger. Okay. Yeah, which was quite interesting. I always add up the words. So if we're looking at the word, say the word Libra, okay, comes to, it sort of breaks down the word Libra, it breaks down to the number 9. So maybe we're looking at the Hermit as well with Libra. This is someone very wise. Remember, this energy is diplomatic, gracious, and seeks harmony and balance in relationships, all right? So this is somebody who's very clever. Is very clever, especially when it comes to you know, talking and speaking. They don't have any problems, or they don't hold back in what they have to say. So we have to look at if that's in a good way or a bad way. Okay, especially if it's to do with your career, whatever you're doing in your work career. Okay, so you could be working in, as I say, the law, the armed forces, or in politics in some way. So you really need to get your point across in some way. I'm feeling very strong leadership energy here as well. Where, but what is that leadership? Is it for the good? Is it for the benefit? Or is it for... Is it to gain sort of power in some way? Okay, so let's have a look. Yeah, so we're looking at the word tiger. Okay, so if I break that down, well, you know, I add up the numbers of that word, because I do use that with the numerology and the numbers. I'm a big fan of that, and it seems to pretty much make sense, a lot of sense to me as well. Okay, so if we add up the word tiger, it comes to the number 15. Okay, so we're looking at the devil. Okay, the number 15. If we break that down again, we could be looking at the energy as well of Venus. So it's to do with, it can be to do with money, beauty, anything like that, love. So where are we going wrong in maybe a certain area? Okay, so if we add the two numbers together, so remember I have the number 9, of course, we have the Hermit for Libra, and we have the number 15 for the Tiger. Now if we add those two numbers together, what do we get? 9 and 15. Okay, so maybe we get 15 again. All right, I think I was right there. Yeah, 9, 10. Did I add that up right? I think maybe we have 10, 19, 24, which is 6. So that comes to number 6. So yeah, I calculated that as the energy of Venus. $24. Okay, I've paused that. I don't know, for some reason I've got the energy. Oh, right, okay, I'll see where I've went wrong. Anyway, so we have the number 9. It's okay, we all make mistakes. I think what I was looking at earlier that made me come to the 15 again is the 15 on this card. You can't see it's the other way around, but here I have the number 15. So, and we also have Mercury here, and we also have the number, so we've got 555. So somebody here who faces challenges, or some sort of challenge, something that's challenging to them, maybe on a day-to-day basis. As I say, this is something to do with the work that you do or you've done. But what I want to say is, whatever it is you've done, there is some, or that you do, there is some sort of a connection there where you still do it. I do apologise for my mistake. Should I start this recording again? No, of course not. I don't do that. I'm sorry. You know, what you hear, what you see is what you get, and nobody's perfect. So please, I do apologise. Anyway, let's have a look. So, just give me one sec. Sorry about that. Somebody lives in the house. I just called my name, so I just went to see what they wanted. Anyway, so let's just have a look what else we have. So it picks up others' emotions. Okay, so with this intuition card here, we have, I feel that somebody here picks up very well on how other people are feeling around them, people they come into contact with. So we're picking up somebody who picks up on somebody if they're afraid, if they're feeling. Obviously, our expressions can give away how we're feeling anyway. But somebody is very good at picking up on energy. Energy of nervousness, energy of sadness, also all these sorts of energies, and that's what I get with this number 4 energy here, and these cards, the Star and the Devil. But the word intuition, okay, so I think somebody who's very intuitive as well, especially if you work in the justice system, the courts and stuff like that. We need to be on point there with our intuition. So we're picking up, we know when someone's lying, when someone's telling the truth. And that can go for other areas as well of your work, anything to do with anything that you was working, that what your work used to be, or what it maybe still is. Okay, so let's have a look. Anyway, let's pull some tarot and see what else we have. This is my oldest deck that I have, 1984, this deck. Okay, sorry, I'm just going to look at something here. Okay, so I did come looking at my little slip. Okay, so the mistake, of course I'm a Virgo, so I have to sort of clear this up. As I said, Libra and the tiger, the words together. Remember we had the 9 and then the tiger coming to 15, which is a 6. So if we had 9 and 6 together, we get 15. Okay, I've done it. I wrote it down here and I thought, oh gosh, So it was the 9 and 6 that we had together, all right? So the 15 from the tiger breaking down to a 6. Yeah, 9 and 6, 15. Okay, plus we have 15 as well on this card. Just thought I had to clear that up because I noticed it. Okay, the Ace. Ace of Wands. Lovely energy. Right, just to point out, this is a past energy as well. Now we're pulling the tarot. This is the current energy that you're in, and we're working with this energy into the future. Okay, 2s are also about choice. So we have the 2 of coins. This could be a choice in what you feel passionate about going into. Okay, so this is about taking action. Card of action. This is the first initial, or the initiation of something that you're thinking of taking action on here in the past position. Okay, next we have the Death card. Okay, so we know the Death card, it can be an ending. Okay, it's a change, a transformation. Remember, we have that here with the 8th house, the transformation area of your life. So something that ended, it could have been work. So maybe work, sorry, I just dropped a couple of cards. Okay, what do we have? Oh, we've got the Star again. So I will take these cards. Let me just pull one more card and see what we have. Yeah, so this could be ending to hard work, something that you done, something you took action on. Okay, so this could be another line of work that you went into. If it's not, if you, as I say, retired from, the hard work, of course, remember this is past. So in the present position, you could be in a pretty stable position at the moment. Because we do have the Star. We have the Star now twice. This could have been through, of course, in this past position, there could have been, remember, we talk about, any tarot reader talks about health, well-being and health, so we're not qualified to give any medical advice, of course, but if we see this, it might have been due to a health issue that you had to end, or you had to stop or slow down in your work, all right? With the Star. Maybe you're at that point now where you're sort of thinking about where you are, how much, it may be that time of month. Where you're sort of, what do they say, reflecting on your financial, your finances, of course. As we say here with the 8th house, it is the goods, the money and goods, shared resources of also the deceased. So maybe money that you have from a previous partner, maybe a partner for some of you that have crossed over. So you have that security. Let's see what we have. Right, I'm going to cut the cards. I think I've shuffled them long enough. So let's just look at this first row before I pull any more cards. All right. Okay, the star, and what do we have here? We have the Seven of Swords. Okay, something a little bit underhanded here, going into the future. Something here, someone's trying to get away with something. Or somebody's trying to get away with something that they're doing, something that they've done. I do see an investigation here going on, some sort of investigation. Especially when I see the page, it's the beginnings of an investigation into something. Remember, the star is it's not only a card of your hopes and wishes, it's a card of guidance, direction. It's a healing card as well. So bringing some sort of clarity to a situation that you're facing, or something you're facing in the maybe this month, because we're talking about January, but it could be any time. For some of you, it can be health. It can be health, looking into your health. So you are maybe looking up or sort of bringing yourself up to date on your own health conditions in some way. But we do have this, when I see the devil with the Seven of Swords. Okay, so someone is, someone is trying to get away with something they've done. Maybe something's coming back to, we always say the expression, something's coming back to haunt you in some way. I'm not saying you, Libra, I'm saying in general, when something comes back to haunt us in some way. Something possibly from of course, from the past. But let's have a look, let's pull some more cards. Okay, we have the Three of Cups. We have the Seven. We have two sevens now. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. We have the World. We have the Wheel. 1, 2, so we've got 4 majors already on the table here alone. And we have the Strength card in reverse. Interesting. Okay, so if we look at this future position here, we have no, no, no. No, no, no. Okay. Strength card, lack of strength, lack of inner strength. Lack of compassion. So we have lack of compassion here. So somebody's doing something maybe against the law. Because we do, remember I did mention the law and stuff like that. So, you know, something someone's doing, no consideration, no compassion for anybody else. Okay, so remember looking at this, my Libra's looking at this. So this could be somebody around you, or somebody you're dealing with on a more, it could be in work as well. Okay, so something's not whatever's happening, things are not turning in their favour. It doesn't look good. Something is not turning out. Somebody could be getting caught, as I say, getting caught doing something. Of course, Seven of Swords is a card, as they say, could be a card of lying, cheating and stealing. So somebody may be stealing something. If somebody has tried to steal something from you or from a place of work, or you're dealing with, I'll say a case, some sort of investigation here is going on to do with somebody who is who needs to answer for their crime, or for their, you know, take responsibility for their actions in some way. All right, let's have a look at this. This is a lovely position here. So looking at your place here, you know, something needs closing out. So something's ending here. As I say, wherever you are in your situation at this particular time, I think you're in a place of, I'll tell you, a place of contentment. That's the word I want to use. So you're content. You have enough. You're content. All right, and you've done. I'll say you've gained a lot of experience. This person has gained a lot of experience in their life. All right, very wise, very clever, very wise, and I'll take as you as a person. This person, Libra, year of the tiger. They're not, as I say, they wouldn't be somebody that I would mess with. I wouldn't mess with this person at all. I wouldn't mess with anybody in that way, but you know what I'm saying. You know, you're not one to be messed around, you know, messed with. You know, you're very good at, you can be very good at verbally bashing people. That's what I would say about this Libra in particular. And you do it in such a way, you know, you can do it in such a way, but sometimes you know, you just sort of say it as it is. Right, let's have a look at this card. So we do have the 7 here as well. So we have the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. So this is work, all right, here. So in the past, I think you've took and stock, evaluated what you have, and maybe you just like, whatever this is, especially if it is a work situation here in the past, you've looked at something, you've worked hard. It's time to move on. It's time to maybe stop. Just give me a moment. Yeah, maybe you had to stop through something that may have happened. I mean, this is going to be different for different circumstances for everyone. It could have been through health you had to stop. It could have been through a bereavement of somebody. You know, this could be your partner or a family member, but it could be, you know, somebody that where you had to stop work for some reason. I am reading this backwards here, so but this looks promising here in the past position where you start. Remember, this energy is covering the month, possibly the month of January as well. So some of you could be stopping work this month for some reasons that only you would know about. As we're looking at the first maybe 2 weeks here. Because we do have some sort of completion here with the World card at the present time. Yeah, whatever's happening here, I'd say possibly for some of you by the end of the month, it's a case of what goes around comes around, all right? So whatever you're dealing with, so if you've been dealing with somebody around you that is that's not very thoughtful, that's not very compassionate, that's not very considerate of other people and what they do, all right? The actions they take, they don't take other people's feelings or emotions into account, all right? So there may be a need for you to look at something possibly by the end of January. There may be a need for you to look at something from a new or a fresh view, a new perspective. Yeah. Okay. All right, let's pull some more cards. Right, let's start here. So we have the 8 of coins. Yeah, it's in reverse, okay? So I feel possibly slowing down maybe this month, starting to slow down, all right? Not as much work. So this could be you're not doing as much work or doing as much, doesn't have, whatever work is, it could be in the home, it could be in, it could be in a job, it could be, you're not doing as much this month as you would normally do. So, as I say, it's an incubation period here, all right? Now here we have the 5 of Cups in reverse. With this 7 of Pentacles. Just give me a moment. So I feel you've decided that you're not going to dwell on anything from the past. Anything, you're going to put an end to overthinking. I think overthinking things and try not to dwell on things too much, especially when it comes to something that's ended. So it's about coming out of, it could be coming out of mourning, it could be just generally deciding that you're not going to invest your time, feelings, emotions, whatever it is, into something that is, as I say, that is over with. Something you can't bring back, something that's over with, all right? So maybe here with this position here, maybe we're thinking of, maybe you're thinking of enjoying yourself or enjoying your life more now, okay? Maybe there's something you want to do with others, with friends, with family. Maybe you want to spend more time with people, you know, the people that matter to you, all right? So maybe it's time to slow down, especially when it comes to anything to do with work. Okay, here, so we're not dwelling, so let's have a look. So we have the Page of Wands in reverse. I'm just getting this energy here of staying put, okay? I feel you've done a bit in your life. I don't know whether it's travel. You've done quite a bit of travel. You've done what you needed to do. It's time to look after yourself. Think of yourself here in this row. All right. And I'm just getting this energy here with this page reverse that that you're being inactive, you know, in certain areas of your life. There could be an inactive energy here. Okay, here we have the Five of Coins in reverse. I think whatever somebody has done, they've done it out of desperation with this sort of future energy here. Yes, so whatever somebody's done, remember it's you or somebody else, I don't know who this is, but whatever they've done out of desperation. They've done it to get themselves out of financial difficulties. They know what they're doing. That's the only, from the Junon here, which is the High Priestess. Of course, they knew what they were doing, or they know what they're doing. I think we get an energy here of somebody who knows how to. It could be for some of you, somebody that knows how to play the system. Can you see these cards? Sorry, guys. Can you see these? There we go. Somebody that knows how to play the system. Let me bend that down a bit more. God, this is a long one for you, isn't it, eh? Somebody that knows how to work the system. Okay, let's have a look and see what's at the bottom of the deck. Okay, we have the Emperor. So authority. So being dealt with by authority, okay? You could be the authority actually that's dealing with this situation or this person. Yeah, Temperance in reverse, that's the next card. I'm just looking at this outcome. I do feel that you are dealing with someone that's not going to change. I don't feel they're going to change. Somebody who could be out of control, doesn't know when to stop, doesn't know when to draw the line. Okay. Wow. That was a long one. I do, if any of you have stuck around to hear this, I do thank you so much. Energy is here, picking up. very, especially in this future position here. I would be looking at maybe around the end of January into February, possibly. But something here is going on, all right? So you know what that is anyway, Libra, for you. You know what's happening here, okay? I'm just going to have a look. Of all the years I've had these cards, what does... Oh, that's the name of the designer there on that card. Anyway, you didn't want to know that exactly, did you? Okay, so you're dealing with somebody here. They are hard work. There's something else actually, whoever you're dealing with, but something's coming out. Karma, as they say, karma. Wheel of Fortune reversed. It is bad karma. So something is what goes around comes around. Someone's going to get their comeuppance in some way. All right, somebody's going to get caught. Okay, somebody's going to be investigated, and somebody cannot seem to stop what they do. All right, so somebody is not going to change, but I think leaving it to the authorities. Something here with somebody who is bad. So we're looking at some. Remember at the beginning we're saying we're looking at good or bad, the hero or the villain. Okay, so you're dealing with some sort of villain here, all right? So, as I say, I'll leave that with you and you know what that is. It's nothing to worry about. Don't worry about anything happening, I would say, to you personally or anything like that, because I'm sure you're quite capable, despite your age and everything. You're very more than capable of handling anything in that respect, I do feel, all right? So, okay, thank you for watching. I will end now. Wow, nearly an hour. And my big mistake, I do apologise for that mistake again, but we did get there in the end. If you've stuck around to listen to the whole reading, you're probably having a bit of a laugh as well with that. And, yeah. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you, Libra. This is your January extra. All right. If it did resonate with you in some way, the reading, please, as I say, do like, share, subscribe. And yeah, I'll be back in a few weeks with your February 2023 readings. And I'm going to look into relationships, love, and stuff like that, because it's February and coming up to, that will be sort of Valentine's month. And we'll be looking at maybe some love readings. So I'll just tell you in advance, if it's not something you're interested in, then sometimes these readings do strongly come out indicating other areas of your life. So, don't pass it by. Always give it a little view or look at the title. All right, Libra, thank you for watching, and thank you for listening to me for so long. I really do appreciate it, and I appreciate any support I get. And I do apologise for any mistakes I make, but no one's perfect. We're all human, and we do make mistakes, okay? So thank you again, and God bless to you all. Bye.